Great. Well, let's get started. It's really a pleasure to have you on the call tonight. This is going to be a really special treat for all of us. My name is Anne Turnbull. I am a Crown Diamond with Max International, originally from Canada. I've been living in West Africa, in Ghana, and then Nigeria for the last 8 years. And as of last week, I've officially relocated to Nairobi, Kenya, where we are opening up new markets here in Eastern Africa. And so we have a business that is global in nature. It is a fantastic business, amazing products. And tonight, we're really going to share more with all of you about what we have to offer. I have an amazing guest with me, a guest speaker, which I'm going to be introducing in just a moment. So let's get started. You know, for me, as I say, I'm from Canada. I had an incredible career. I did extremely well, but I wanted to do something that was really going to make a difference for people and really make an impact in the world. And what I was doing in my corporate career just didn't seem to fulfill me any longer. And so I was introduced to Max International by a friend, just like you've been introduced. And that introduction and that decision I made to get started with Max has really been probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. It has led me to such joy and such passion and such purpose. I'll share more a little bit about that later on, but it really has been such a blessing to me and to my life, and brought so much richness into every fabric of my living. So it's really a treat to be here with you tonight and to share a little bit more about what we have. And so Max International, you know, we've been around, we're headquartered in the US, and we've been around since 2007, so 15 years and counting. We're a group of different professionals. You know, for me, I have a corporate background in sales and marketing. Our special guest is a medical professor. I know we have engineers on the call. We have lawyers on the call. We have nurses on the call, students on the call, entrepreneurs. So we're a group of professionals from all different backgrounds. And when we come together, we create amazing social capital. So it's really a treat to be together as a group, and together we can create so much more. And in today's environment, really everything is about the networks that we can create and the power that we can have together to create something very, very special. Now, we have an amazing business opportunity because of the science-based products that we have to offer to the world, products that really solve a big problem in the world today. And we're going to talk about those, of course. We do a lot of work in personal development and growth. You know, many times I hear that people will say what they love most about being part of our Max family, our Max community, is the personal development and growth that they get to experience and how much they've changed and grown over the months and over the years. And then, you know, I know that so many of us love to have fun. We love to travel. We love to have new experiences. And we have the most incredible incentive trips. I love to travel. I love to experience new things. Today, I had some friends in from outside the country in Nairobi, and we did a little sightseeing. And it was so amazing to see different parts of Kenya that I've never seen, different parts of Nairobi. And so when you have the chance to experience new things, new sights, new experiences, it's really quite a joy. And we do a lot of that at Max International. And, you know, our mission with Max International is to empower people to build a legacy of significant change, both in their own lives and in the lives of others. Now, of course, it's really hard to create a legacy of significant change for other people unless we start with ourselves. And so many of us have things we would love to do in our lives, things we would love to create. You know, some people want to build their dream house. Some people love to travel and take vacations. That's me. I love that. Some people would love time with family. You know, for me, I've been blessed that when I want to have time with my mom and my siblings, I get to have that time. If I'm needed, I get to go, I get to speak with them every day. And so that's been a joy. A lot of people would love to further their education, or maybe just make sure that their children have access to the best opportunities in education that they can. Some want to start a business, invest more in their business, or maybe just stay healthy and fit, or create passive income with investments. That's also very, very important. So if you take a look at some of these things that we're talking about and that you can see on your screen, just type into the chat, what would you love to create for yourself? What kind of significance would you like in your own life? What kind of change would you like to see in your own life? Is it travel? Is it your dream house? Just type it into the chat, whichever one really appeals to you here. Is it creating passive income? What really would it be? And I'm seeing here, I'm not sure if our chat is working. Let's see, I'm not able to chat. Let's see. Let me see if I can do that. All right, I'll work on the chat because I'm not seeing that we can chat into the group. So I'll figure that out as we go. But I know that we all have desires in our life. We'd all love to see things happen in our life. And so here we are. Okay, great, great. So type into the chat if you can what you'd love to see for your own life. And, you know, as you think about what you'd love to achieve, whether it's health, whether it's investments, whether it's travel, time with family, one thing that it starts with is health. Because unless you have your health, it's really, really challenging to create any significance in your own life or in the lives of others. And there is nobody better in this world than the person I'm about to introduce to you. He's someone who I love and admire so very much. He's been a great business partner. He's been a great contributor to our Max Global family worldwide with all of the incredible research and science he has looked at in our products and with our science. He's someone who is so highly esteemed globally, both in our company and outside of our company. He has quite an amazing global reputation. This gentleman is a medical professor. He's been practicing medicine for over 35 years. He's a fellow of the American Colleges of Endocrinology and 5 other medical fellowships. Oh my goodness. He has published over 120 scientific papers. He is a professor of anatomy. And as if his medical credentials are not enough, he is also a businessman. He is the pioneer executive director of the University of Lagos Business School, and just one of the truly most amazing men that I know. So please help me welcome Professor Abraham Osinubi, who is going to take us forward for the health side of our presentation. Welcome, Prof.
Oh, thank you, Han, for that beautiful presentation. I'm excited to be here to share what I've been doing in the last couple of years. Thank you. Can I share my slide? Okay. Thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you once again, Han. Glad to be here. I'm sure you can hear me and you can see me. And once again, good evening, everyone. Anne had said a couple of things, and I was happy when I saw the responses of every one of us. Some said they wanted a good mansion, some wanted to travel around the world, some feel like going to the Mars, some feel like and having quality holiday, quality time with your family. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, all these you have mentioned are very good. They require good money, no doubt about it. And that is what you are going to talk about in the second aspect, after I must have done with it. But you see, there is something that is equally important. As a matter of fact, the most important of all these, the beginning and the end of every wealth creation is health. As a matter of fact, Erophilo said, in the absence of health, reason cannot manifest, strength cannot prevail. In fact, the truth is that without good health, every other thing is useless. As we speak, as of today, in a whole year, about 60 million people will die. 75% of these deaths are preventable. Yes, they are preventable. That is the good thing. About 70 million people will die of various forms of heart diseases every year. Cancer will kill about 10 million people. Respiratory disorders will kill over 6.5 million people annually. Diabetes will kill about 1.5 million people annually. The good thing again is that over 75% of these deaths are preventable. And that is why we are starting with health, the most important, the most critical asset that you will ever have. So let's look at the body. The overall health of your body is determined largely by the health of the individual components of your body. And what are these individual components of your body? They are the cells. Okay? These cells are about over 70 trillions of cells you have in your body. Once these trillions of cells are healthy, your whole body will be healthy. Before now, we have paid so much attention to the whole organism, to the whole body. But we now know better than that all what you need to do to make your body healthy is to make the cells healthy. All what you need to is just like a vehicle. If a vehicle wants to function perfectly, if a vehicle wants to function well, all you need to do is to get the individual components of the vehicle in good condition. It's the same thing with the human body. And that is why we are starting with the cells. The cells are the individual components of the human body. And so once you pay attention to the health of these individual cells, you will be healthy throughout your lifetime. See, ladies and gentlemen, we have also discovered not too long ago that the most critical element, the most critical molecule that you need for these individual cells to function perfectly, to replicate themselves, to replenish themselves, to replace the worn-out cells after they might have expired. One molecule that is so critical to all these functions, to their survival, is known as glutathione. Yes, glutathione. It's possible you might not have heard about this molecule, but it is the most important molecule that you need for good health. Indeed, your cells cannot replicate, your cells cannot reproduce themselves without adequate number. So it's not just about having glutathione inside your cells. It is more about having good numbers of these molecules inside your cell, not just in your body, please, inside your cells, that is intracellularly, within the cell. You must have adequate amount of this molecule so that the cells can function appropriately. Without good numbers of these molecules in your cells cannot function. Indeed, glutathione is essential to life. Just like oxygen is essential to life, water is essential, food is essential, okay? Glutathione is equally essential to life. Indeed, if you have good oxygen without glutathione, you are going to die. You will rust. You cannot cope. Your body cannot function because glutathione is needed by almost every pathway in your body. So glutathione is the most critical molecule. So what exactly is this glutathione? God has graciously endowed mankind with good levels of glutathione within the cells. It is produced naturally. And that is probably why many of you would not have heard about glutathione. It's unlike the other antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin E that you buy across the shelf and then you go and take it. But this, your body produces it. Okay, that is probably why many of you have never heard about glutathione. But see, glutathione is the most potent antioxidant in the human body. It is the most powerful antioxidant in the human body. It helps us to remove the toxins from the human body. We come across toxins in the air, our environment, the atmosphere has been grossly polluted. The bodies of water in the world have been polluted. The soil has been polluted. Almost everywhere we have pollutants, exhaust, fumes from industries, from vehicles, from machines. All these activities of humans, urbanization, developmental advancement, technological advancement, all these have generated activities that have over time increased the generation of free radicals and other toxins in our body. Okay, and as a result, once you have good levels of glutathione, you are able to mop up all these toxins, make them soluble, and the body will easily excrete them. So it means that we need glutathione to survive. Much more than that, glutathione is also an immune modulator. What that means basically is that it empowers your immune system to work perfectly. It ensures that your immune system is not underreactive, neither does it allow it to be overreactive. Indeed, without good levels of glutathione, your immune cells that will help you combat bacteria, viruses, and other offending microbes, other offending agents that will ordinarily cause disease. With good levels of glutathione, your immune system is empowered, and that is why we actually call glutathione an immune booster. So it is so important. Apart from that, glutathione helps us to combat inflammation, especially chronic inflammation. I will talk more about this inflammation, but again, aging. Everybody here, I'm sure you do not want to age. And if you really want to age gracefully, you must have adequate amount of glutathione within your cells. Yes, if you see somebody whose age, biological age, is actually about 20, and that person is looking like 40, like 50, it is more than likely that that person is having low levels of glutathione or high level of free radicals in that system. Glutathione promotes energy. Indeed, almost close to something about 11% of the total ATP in the body is used in manufacturing glutathione, telling you that glutathione is so important. And the irony of it is that without good levels of glutathione, you are not likely to have enough physical strength. Yes, because glutathione is essential for you to have physical strength. It's also important that you also have mental alertness, mental strength, ability to focus, ability to reason appropriately. All these are actually enabled by glutathione, because glutathione acts as a cofactor for a lot of these pathways. Again, glutathione promotes quality sleep. Unlike under antioxidants, when they have performed their work and they are useless, when glutathione actually becomes oxidized, that oxidized form of glutathione actually has been known to promote sleep. So if you know somebody who has not been sleeping very well, it's more likely that that person is probably having low levels of glutathione. Look, ladies and gentlemen, glutathione improves performance. Either in the boardroom, you want to do a lot of thinking, or in the field, you want to do a lot of athletic performance, or in the bedroom, glutathione is absolutely important. But these are good things about glutathione. But there's a bad news, unfortunately. And what is that bad news? Ladies and gentlemen, as you grow older, your glutathione begins to fall from the age of 20. And by the time you are 60, 70 years of age, you would have lost over half of your glutathione level. And something terrible begins to climb up as your glutathione is going down. And what is that terrible thing that is climbing up? What we call oxidative stress, free radicals. They begin to rise up. But that may not be the more important thing to you. The more important thing actually to you is that accompanying reduction in glutathione levels, accompanying increase in free radicals, is the incidence of virtually every chronic diseases, such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, heart attack, okay, and so many other chronic, even including diabetes, including a lot of liver issues, kidney issues. All this would increase as your glutathione level actually reduces and your free radicals begin to climb up. Okay. And why is it that we are having low levels of glutathione as you age? The reasons are not too far-fetched. The older you become, the more you are exposed to toxins in the air, the more you are exposed to toxins in our environment, in our soil, poor diet, alcohol, drugs, stress, pollutants in the air, pollutants in our water, pollutants in the soil, pollutants in our environment, stress. People are not having adequate amount of sleep because of the increase in the incidence of you wanting to make ends meet. People are doing several jobs, so they are not even having quality sleep. They are not having quality time with themselves. So a lot of more people are in the world having a lot of stress, and that is why the incidence of suicide, actually depression, have continued to rise. So, ladies and gentlemen, as of today, I have been practicing for over 35 years. I don't know of any chronic disease that is not associated with low levels of glutathione, that is not associated with chronic inflammation. And what is the basis of virtually every chronic disease that I know? Let's take them one by one now. This chronic disease. Let's take the very common ones. The cardiovascular disease. 17 million people will die of cardiovascular disease every year, notably hypertension, stroke, and heart attack, otherwise known as myocardial infarction. All these have been associated with low levels of glutathione. The same thing with cancers, all forms of cancer, colon cancer, liver cancers, okay, breast cancers, prostate cancers. All these have been associated with low levels of glutathione. It's amazing. Virtually every chronic ailment has been associated with chronic inflammation. Inflammation on its own is not that it's bad, but what is bad is chronic inflammation. So what actually prevents your response to every offending agent, okay, from the acute inflammatory stage, from turning into chronic inflammatory stage, is actually glutathione. But unfortunately, because of the environmental degradation, okay, technological advancement, urbanization of the world, we get exposed gradually over time to more levels of pollutants, effluents in the air, and therefore our glutathione level is gradually depleted, reaching dangerous level by the time you are 70 and 60, and then the so-called old age diseases, they begin to rise up, and that is the reason why we are. So people have tried in the past. Glutathione is so important. Let us try to raise it. Some people have used tablets, but see, oral medication of glutathione is not going to work. Simple as ABC. Let me quickly tell you the reason why oral route is not the best. The simple reason that glutathione is a very fragile molecule. The complicated mechanism of digestion through the mouth, the enzymes in the mouth, the enzyme in the stomach, the enzymes in the intestines, the acid in the stomach would destroy the fragile bonds in the glutathione molecule. And so it means that when you take glutathione by oral route, when you may make glutathione to be available in sufficient quantity to meet the needs of the human body. Simple. In the past too, people have tried injectables. Yes, injectables will work. There's no doubt about it. But you know what that means? It means that you are using a synthetic glutathione, which of course can never mimic or replace or act like the one that is naturally made by your body. And again, because the half-life of glutathione is so short, that means if you are taking it, you need to be giving the injections almost 3 or 4 or 5 times in a week. And this is not something any medical doctor will actually want to recommend like me, okay? And again, is that we are suspecting that injectables may actually have long-term side effects that we don't know now. And that is why it's not the best route. So the solution eventually came through what we know as ribosine. Ribosine is the patented intracellular glutathione support system, invented after 25 years of solid research team led by none other person than Professor Albert Nagasawa in Minnesota University after 25 years of research in the laboratory. The first paper eventually came out in 1987. So it's not something that came out just yesterday. After 25 years of research, the ribosine came. Ribosine is now regarded as the most potent, most scientifically advanced, most powerful intracellular glutathione enhancer in the world. It is second to none, ladies and gentlemen, and it is only available through Max International in various forms of product. So I will quickly talk about three of our products that actually contain ribosine. So again, all these products are actually have received various forms of accreditation, so various forms of validation. As a matter of fact, as of today, we have over 55 scientific publications, including about 7 or 8 of mine on internet that you can go and check on PubMed that are validated, peer-reviewed journals, okay, peer-reviewed articles on ribosine, over 55 of them. They are all available free online. This is the only product, yes, the only product that has had that numbers of scientific publications of validation in the world. The only supplement in the world that has had 55 publications. To its credit, it is amazing. There is no other supplement in the world that has been so researched as ribosine. So we are valid, and it is virtually all the products are actually Allah compliant, which means that our Muslim brothers and sisters can actually take it. They ban some group substance group. Actually have also supported it, even though a lot of these products actually they enhance performance, they do not contain any banned products. So athletes can actually take them. So the flagship product that contains ribosine is actually Celgevity. Celgevity is the bomb. Yes, Celgevity is the bomb. What do I mean by that? Celgevity contains 12 other synergistic agents that support the glutathione support of the human body. So when you take Celgevity, Celgevity will provide cysteine, okay, that is needed to make enough glutathione in your body. As long as you are taking Celgevity, you are providing your cells with cysteine. Cysteine is mobilized together with the other 2 components necessary for glutathione to be made. And as long as you are taking it, you are making adequate amount of glutathione. But there are 2 other 12 components. Time will not permit me to take them one by one, but all these 12 components, ranging from aloe, resveratrol, broccoli, grapeseed extract, turmeric, black pepper, cordyceps, selenium, alpha lipoic acid, vitamin C, quercetin, milk, they have 4 things in common. Let me quickly tell you what they have in common. In their own right, they are very powerful antioxidants. Number 2, they are immune boosters. Number 3, number 3 is that a lot of them actually are anti-inflammatory agents. And number 4, many of these agents in their own right, they are anti-cancer agents. These have been validated by a lot of research work. So in their own right, instead of you having individual aloe, resveratrol separately, these scientists of Max International have brought all these 12 agents together in one single bottle known as Celgevity. Okay, so another product is Max ATP. Max ATP, I call it energy when needed. Please, this is not an energy drink. You know, energy drinks largely contain synthetic caffeine. They take you up and they can actually be very dangerous. But what this does is that it contains natural products that the body actually requires to make glutathione from, to make ATP from, okay? And as long as you are taking it, you are providing your body with the nutrients from which natural ATP can be made. Okay, so it is so important. It helps you in replenishing your energy, also neutralize free radicals and oxidative stress. And of course, it relieves you of fatigues and it enhances recovery as well. Max Enfuse is amazing. I always love this for people, for example, who are unable to eat very well and you need them, or people who actually want to lose weight, but they want to have good nutrients. So this is an amazing product. Ladies and gentlemen, you would have seen people who have been attempting to lose weight, but they've not done so. Ladies and gentlemen, as long as we now know that there's what we call a metabolic switch in your body, once that switch is off or is not operating optimally, it is almost impracticable for you to lose weight. So what this product does is to provide your body with natural nutrients to switch on back your metabolic switch, and you begin to lose weight. Another good thing about this product, it also regulates and modulates your cholesterol level. It reduces your cravings for things ordinarily that will actually make you add weight. And the last thing about this product, one thing about good about it is that it is so important that when you lose weight with this product, you are not losing your muscle. Okay, you are losing likely your fat, unlike other products that are not able to distinguish between lean muscle and fat. This product only make you to lose actually fat. Okay, and the last product is known as Max 357. This is the best omega oil in the world. Omega-3 is essential as an anti-inflammatory agent. It is so important. And one thing good, two major things about this product is that the oil here, the oils in this product actually are gotten from fishes harvested from one of the most pristine seas in the world, and that is the Norwegian Sea. The second thing good about it is that processing of the oils of this product is actually begins right on the sea. Unlike other supplements, when they need to transport the fishes, okay, to the ship, from the ship to the factory, we actually to the warehouse, and then processing starts. When you do that, there would have been some loss of nutrient values, and that is why this product is the most is the best in this range of product of omegas oil in the world as of today. It, apart from the fact that it naturally promotes healthy metabolism. Okay, this is one product as well that will also help you in having good skin, makes your skin glow, and of course makes you to age gracefully. So ladies and gentlemen, I've been using all these products. There are 3 of these products I've been using every day consistently. Cellgevity every day, Max 357 every day, Meta Switch every day. I've been using them consistently. I started using Cellgevity since May 2015, and I'm gonna stop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening. And of course, there are a lot of testimony. Time will not permit us to go through all the testimony. Please go online. You have a lot of testimonies online that you can actually go through. Remember that when we started, we said there are 2 major things that our company will give you. It will give you health. It will also give you good finances. Good finances and good health, you can no longer separate them. As a matter of fact, if you don't have good finances, you are not likely to have good health. Now, I've just told you about 3 products of Max International that I use every single day, every day. Okay, Cellgevity. If I prescribe that to some of you now, you will be talking about money. But thank God now, our model of business actually creates opportunity for you to be able to buy and afford our product. Not only that, to also make extra income. And there's no better person to do justice to that than today, a great teacher, okay, who has traveled around the world, who has been helping people. Our passion is to see that Africa is in good health. Our passion is to see the young people in Africa excel. Our passion is to see that people have money in their pocket. Our passion is to see that the so-called pocketitis is eradicated in the pockets of so many of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome and Turnbull, who is presently actually in Nairobi.
Thank you very much, Prof. Wow, that was amazing. I love listening to you. I could listen to you all day and all night, and I really appreciate you so very much. You know, it's really incredible to think that of the 55 now studies that we have, you and your team have contributed so many of those, and we're so grateful to you for your contributions to Max International worldwide, and also to your contributions generally to humanity and to science and to all of the good that you do in the world. So thank you so much for being on tonight's call. I know that our guests will have questions for you. So I want to, which we'll take at the end of the program, I want to just make sure that if you can see right now my screen, I want you to type yes, you can see the screen. Can you see the presentation? Okay, fantastic. That's great. Thank you so very much. So as I said at the beginning of the call, I'm from Canada. My name is Ann Turnbull. And as Prof said, I'm here in Nairobi, Kenya. I've been living in West Africa for the last 8 years, in Ghana for 2 years, then Nigeria for 6 years, and I've just relocated to Nairobi, Kenya as of last week. And it's been really, really exciting. You know, my passion is really to make sure that people can reach whatever goals they want to reach with our business and with making impact on others. And we make impact in 2 different ways. We make impact actually in 3 different ways. We make impact on people's health. That gives me so much joy and satisfaction when I see that someone's health is improved, and maybe someone's family is restored to them. Maybe someone is now able to go out and fulfill their potential and their capacity because they have better health. And then, of course, we have income opportunities. And we're going to talk about those in just a moment. And so, you know, when people think about income, right, many people will join us for different kinds of reasons. Some may want just enough to pay for their products or to offset the cost of their products because the products are important. For me, I've been using our products for over 13 years. I've been with the company for over 13 years. I would never, ever stop. Just like Prof, I use Solgevity every day. I use Max 357 every day. And this year, I've been using Switch every day because sometimes when I go back to Canada, I find that I tend to add a little bit of weight because I'm now eating all my favorite things that I've been missing while I've been in Africa. And so I've been using Switch this year, and it's been really fantastic. And then I use Enfuse and ATP very often as well. So I use almost all of our products on a daily basis. And for some people, just offsetting the cost of products will be perfect for them. For others, they just want to earn maybe a part-time income on the side of what they're doing. That's also fantastic. And for others, they would love the opportunity to earn big money. So if you're number one, you just want to offset the cost of your products. Number two, you want to earn a good part-time income. Or number three, you would like big money in the future. Type that into the chat, which one you prefer. Number one, just offsetting the cost of products. Number two, part-time income. Or number three, big money. Type that into the chat for me. Let me know where you're at. For me, when I started, it was definitely part-time, but I always had the vision for something much bigger down the road. And so all of those things are very possible with Max International. And as you take a look at the companies on the screen, companies like Facebook, Uber, Bolt, Airbnb, Alibaba, companies like Amazon, you know, they all rely on a few things. They all have something in common. So what do they have in common? Type that into the chat for me as well. Type that into the chat. What do they have in common, these companies? They're all very successful companies. I used Uber this weekend. I use Airbnb often when I'm traveling. Of course, we use Facebook on a regular basis. Absolutely, yes. So they all have internet in common, and yes, they all connect people, right? They all connect people. So in today's world, really, we need to use the internet if we're going to be in business and we need to connect people. You know, just like I said at the beginning of our call today, the network that you have around you is everything. The network will allow you to achieve so many things. And when you can connect people and connect others, it can be an amazing opportunity. You know, today I was in Nairobi. I had some visitors in from out of town. We went to see the giraffes, and then we knew we were going to the national park, but we didn't really have any idea of what we were going to do there. And we met an amazing person at the giraffe park who connected us to an incredible tour guide who was able to take us in a safari jeep, and then he's connecting us to other people. And now I have someone that are many people that I can connect to anytime that I have visitors from out of town or that I might like to do something. And so when you have a network of great people around you, you can always achieve so much more. And that's what companies are doing today. We call that the plug and play economy. So if you think about it, what companies are doing today is they're creating a system and they're plugging people into that system that offers value. So Uber, for example, that I used this weekend, they don't own the cars, but they connect riders who want to ride with drivers who want to take passengers. And when they do that, they're offering value to the rider and to the driver, and they're also offering value to the overall system, and they get paid for doing that. And so that's exactly what we do at Max International, because we are all independent associates. Max International is the company, and they make the products, they open up the countries, they pay the commissions. But what we do is we connect people into the company through us. And when you connect potential customers and business partners into the company through you, Max will pay you a commission. And what I like to say is we really do two things in our business. We share and we teach. So we share the products and the business opportunity with people, just like we're doing with you right now. And then we teach people who want a business how to be successful. That's my passion. I love to teach and train people. I want to make sure that if you've joined us, you have the opportunity to be as successful as you wish to be, and that really the only thing that can stop you is you, but not the support that you get from all of us. And so as you connect more and more people into the company and you teach them how to be successful, they're now also connecting people into the company. And now your team starts to grow, your network starts to grow, and everybody is purchasing their products, and you earn commissions on all of those product purchases. And as you grow, you can be earning up to $40,000 every single month. And so that is really an incredible amount. I know that many of you said you wanted the big vision, you wanted the big money. You know, even me that started part-time, I always knew that if others were getting to the top, I could also get to the top. And that's what you need to know for yourself as well. Whatever you want to achieve with our company, you can do it because others have done it. And really, it only takes 3 criteria. It means you need to be willing to put in some effort. It means you need to be coachable and ready to learn. And it means that you need to actually want to be successful. If you have those 3 qualities and you take action and you don't quit, nothing can stop you from reaching your goals. And what do you have to do to actually earn those commissions? Well, there's one thing that you have to do every single month in order to be open for business with the company. So you purchase your few products every single month. So you heard Prof, you heard me, we need more products than we even have to purchase every month. But you purchase a few products worth 100 points. And those products are usually equal to about 6 weeks worth of products, even less than 2 months worth of products, depending on the market that you're in. The cost of the products and what you'll be able to purchase will depend on the market that you're in, but generally it's about 6 weeks worth of product, and those products will be worth 100 points. Now, when you're open for business, you've told the company, I'm ready to receive commissions. Anyone that purchases products that I've connected into the company, you can now be paid as long as you're open for business with your 100 points. And that's really the contract that you have as a business partner with the company, is to purchase those few products every single month. Now, some people they will use their customers' purchases. They have customers who want the products, who enjoy the products, and that can count for their own product purchases in the month. That's perfectly fine as well. And so if you take a look at this screen right here, and you start to see that as you build your team, as you build your network, as you connect more and more people into the company, you teach them how to be successful, and they start to grow as well, then you will start to grow up the income levels. We call them ranks at Max International. So you can become a senior associate, earning up to $200 every month. And of course, the money that you're earning is paid to you in the currency of the country that you're registered in, the country that you're doing your Max business in. But this will give you a universal idea so that everyone can have an idea of the kind of income that's available to you. As you move up the levels, for example, bronze, you can earn between $200 and $500, silver between $500 and $1,500, all the way up to crown diamond, earning up to $40,000 US every single month. So if you picture yourself maybe 3 years down the line from now, what would you want to achieve? What level would you want to reach in 3 years' time from now? So type into the chat the level that you would love to achieve in 3 years' time from now, if you take a look at the screen. All right. So if you take a look at the screen and you see what level you might like to achieve, maybe in 3 years' time from now. Amazing. So we have diamond. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Crown diamond. I love it. Amazing. Amazing. So type into the chat the level that you would love to achieve in 3 years' time if you were diligently working in your Max business. Double diamond, fantastic diamond, amazing. We've got a lot of wonderful gems in this crowd. Amazing, amazing. So that's fantastic. As you look at the levels and you see yourself and what you'd love to achieve, I want you to picture, maybe it's 3 years from now, and you've introduced 100, 200, 300 people into the business. And because you have been a good teacher, you've been a good mentor, you've been a good coach. Remember, I said we share and we teach. So when you're teaching people how to be successful, Max International will pay you up to 50% of whatever they're earning. So if you have maybe some of your associates personally introduced to you that have reached the level of diamond, perhaps earning $10,000 US every single month, you can be earning up to 50% of whatever they are earning. And so that could be up to $5,000, $5,000, $5,000 plus your own income. And as you rise up the level, that income increases. And so there's a lot of potential for your business to be making as much as you would like to be making. Now, we have training. We have our office. We've got a brand new office in Cameroon, a brand new office in Nairobi, Kenya. We have offices in Nigeria, offices in Ghana, offices all around the world, a lot of team support. So when you join the business, you're joining with an amazing team. Everything is done online. You have a virtual office where you can see everything that happens in your business, track your progress, manage your business. And then, as I said, we have amazing professionals. I love working with Professor Osinubi. We work together a lot. But, I didn't know him before being introduced to Max, and he didn't know me. And now we collaborate and we do a lot together, and it's always joyful. And so you get the chance to meet and work with a lot of different professionals. We do a lot of mentorship, and then we have incredible travel. This year, many of us were in Ireland at a fantastic, amazing trip. Next year, it will be Italy. In the past, we've been to South Africa, we've been to Peru, we've been to the Maldives, we've been to Zanzibar, we've been so many wonderful, amazing places, Dubai. And so if you love to travel, you will love that aspect of Max International as well. And how do you get started? You start with the product package. And depending on your market, you can start with anywhere from $150 or so up to $1,000 or more. You just start with the package that is best for you, and you get your products for that. Your products are worth more than what you've paid, and that gets you started in the business. And so, I always like to say there's really no risk in our business. I know when I started in the business, I didn't know anything about health. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I didn't know anything about having my own business. But I thought, well, what's the very worst that could happen? I have some incredible products that are fantastic for me. And I paid less than they're worth. So really, there is very little risk in our business. It's a great business to be a part of. And I know we would all agree that wherever we are right now is because of decisions we've made in the past. And wherever you're going to be tomorrow is because of a decision you're going to take today. For me, the decisions that I took over 13 years ago to get started with Max International have brought me so much joy and fulfillment. I wake up every day filled with passion, filled with purpose. I know that I'm making a difference. My own personal mission is to impact 1 million families. And I know that every day what I do makes a great impact on people around me, makes a great impact on the people that they also impact. And so Max has given me a lot of purpose, a lot of joy that I never dreamed I would be able to have. I never dreamed I would be living in Africa. This is coming up to my 9th year living in Africa. I mean, I never dreamed that that would happen for me, but it's given me so much, so many amazing experiences, so many wonderful people to meet. It has been a blessing. And I know that we have just begun. And so I can't wait for the next 13 years and the next 20 years and beyond. And for you, every one of us deserves to have a healthy and financially sound future. Every one of us deserves that. And so if you've seen enough to be excited, then I would just invite you to join us as quickly as you can, right? The first thing that happens is the decision. Everything else follows. Whether the money is there or not there, it doesn't matter. The decision comes first. Once the decision is made, everything happens. We will teach you and train you how to be successful. And so I hope you've seen enough to make that decision, to be part of an incredible movement with Max International, to be part of leaving that legacy of significance for you, for your families, and for those around you, and to make really a huge impact on the world around you. And so we thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'm going to stop there because I want to allow a few minutes for questions if we have any. I know that we always have a lot of questions for Professor Osinubi. And so if you have a question, you can type it into the chat, and we'll take a few questions with Prof before we close off for the night. I'm so happy that you could all come and be part tonight. And if you've got any question for Professor Osinubi or for me, you can write that question into the chat and we'll be able to take those questions. Great to have you here, everyone. Yes, if you loved what you heard, give us a little love in the chat. And if you've got any questions at all, we'll take a few moments to answer a few questions if you have any questions. Great, great. So nice to have you all here. I love it. It's great. We've got Cameroon in the house. We have Kenya in the house. We have Nigeria in the house. We have Ghana in the house. So it's really fantastic to see what's happening here in Africa and around the world. It's been amazing. I know that we just had a great tour in the Philippines and a lot of things happening in Asia right now. So it's been really, really fantastic to be part of what's going on right now with Max International. The economy can be challenging, there's no question. And so it's more important than ever that we have something that is meaningful, something that allows us to hedge our own future, right, against whatever else is happening in the world. And so this is an opportunity for all of you to be part of something great, to be part of something that is really going to be making a difference for others, and to be part of something that will give you the future that you want for yourself and your family. Great, great. So if you've got a question, you can type it into the chat. If you have a question, we'll give it another moment or two. And the products are not inexpensive, but I will tell you there's a lot of things that are not inexpensive about health. Okay, so if you're on dialysis twice a week, or if you are being treated for cancer, or if you are about to lose a limb because of amputation, because of a diabetic ulcer that doesn't heal. Health is expensive. Being sick is expensive. To use our products, which are very much moderately priced when it comes to value in terms of health, is something that cannot be underestimated. And of course, that's also why we offer a business model. You know, for those of us that love to use our products, you can earn enough income to offset the cost, fully pay for the cost, or be in profit mode. And so that's why we offer the income opportunities that we do with our products as well. Great. So we have a question from Dr. Godswill for Professor Osinubi, asking about how the research is carried out. Is it an animal model or a human model? So Prof, maybe you can answer that.
Yes, oh, thank you. So far, all the published work from my lab has been largely from animals, but other works are ongoing on humans now, and once they are published, you'll be notified. But human works on humans are already ongoing in so many other labs apart from my lab.
Great, thank you very much, Prof. Good. Okay, so it looks like we might have answered all the questions. We don't have questions tonight. I know sometimes we have questions that could go on for days, but that's okay. Maybe we've done such a great job tonight that we don't have a lot of questions. So with that, what we'll do is we will close off the call. Thank you once again for being part of tonight's program. We're very, very happy that you're here, and we hope that you'll join us as quickly as you can. Please share the good news with people around you. We really, really appreciate you. Great. And Dr. Godswill would love to collaborate in terms of research. I know Dr. Godswill is one of our amazing associates in Cameroon. So Dr. Godswill, fantastic. Thank you. You know, the company is always open to proposals on research, and definitely we love to see more and more research done on our products and our science. One of the beautiful things about the research done, the over 50 peer-reviewed studies, is none of it is done by the company. Okay, it's all independently done. It's not sponsored. So whatever the results are, the results are. And this is what makes our science so impactful, because you actually cannot find another supplement. Remember, our products are supplements. They are not medications. They are not drugs. You cannot find a supplement with over 50 peer-reviewed studies and proprietary patented science. You just can't find it. So it makes it very exciting. More studies are coming all the time. And of course, more people are interested in doing studies and research, because what we have is very, very fantastic. Okay. One question is, we have a question about getting started. So Peter, as we mentioned, the packages range from $150 and up, depending on the market. In Kenya, you can start for as low as 12,999 Kenya shillings. We have someone who's asking about goiter. Prof, I don't know if you want to share something about goiter before we close off.
Okay, yes. Generally, goiter can be hypo, can be hyperthyroidism. The important thing here is that a lot of thyroid ailments, many actually, have been associated with autoimmune disorders. And one good thing about glutathione is that it helps you actually to modulate the immune system. It doesn't make it to be overreactive. And that is one important thing about glutathione. And that is the major reason why, if you have a patient that is in status asthmaticus, for example, that is an asthmatic attack that you have used almost everything possible, that you are not getting response. We call it status asthmaticus, and that's lasted over hours and sometimes days. So you can actually use intracellular glutathione on such patients. So it's the same principle. So it will help. But like we have said here, please, these products are supplements. They do not negate or prevent you from seeing your doctor. So it is not going, if for example, your doctor has said that you have goiter and the surgeons, they want to remove your part of it for your sake, yes, it may be necessary for you to do that. But these are supplements, but definitely it will help in a lot of autoimmune disorders. There's no doubt about that. Thank you.
Beautiful. And all we ever really say is commit for 90 days, try and see. Okay, so work with your doctor, take the medications that they are prescribing to you, but you can add Celgevity or Max products in addition to whatever your doctor is recommending, and just commit for 90 days, try and see for yourself what the products will do for you. Yeah, that's great. Thanks so much, Prof. All right, fantastic. And always get back to the person that invited you, okay, for how to get started, for any further questions that you have. They can always answer your questions or get in touch with someone who can, and they will definitely be able to tell you how to get started. So thank you so much once again for your time. This presentation was also recorded, so that if you have people who are not able to attend tonight and you really want them to see this presentation, we'll share the recording over the next day or so. So thank you once again, Prof. It was always a pleasure to work with you. It's a delight. Have a great night, everyone. Okay, bye.